home. They played the fewest home games in the NBA. Just 12 of the first 32 here at the Garden. Karl-Anthony Towns, a quick score. Jalen Brunson and the Julius Randle and their style of play. It'll be interesting to watch how that manifests itself. Rotations now that Emmanuel Quickly, who's a spark offensively off the bench, is gone. Who will be that spark with the bench? Maybe stagger some of the starters a little differently. Nickeil Alexander-Walker with the ball. Part of the T-Wolves bench. Towns jab step. Well, he is for a big man.
That message that we're not going anywhere and get them to wave the white flag at some point.
Towns goes inside. T-Wolves trying to chip away here. McLaughlin, nice crossover to get rid of Grimes. Back to Towns. And Towns just kind of throws it. Towns drives on Hartenstein. Leans in, stops, jump hook, tough shot. Get the shots that we watch go down night after night, just not falling for Jalen Brunson. Towns steps back and hits the three-point. 33 for Randle, under 2 to play. Conley to Towns. Towns spins inside. Layup corner. McDaniels can't hit. Towns deflects it. And saved by Conley. Back to Towns, who puts up a three. It's gone.
Issue for the Timberwolves. Finding ways to slow down Zion Williamson. They're going to be okay for the moment as Williamson is on the bench. Towns clogged up, which is leading to some of the turnovers. You see the strip by McCollum. Towns, pull up. Yes. Towns, sizing up Daniels. Turns inside. Strong move. Strong buck. Pelicans are the best second quarter team in the NBA in terms of point differential. Towns, wild shot. Towns through traffic.
Turnovers, 2 in the game, so points off turnovers rack up as well. That Knicks team is a tough team too, so Wolves have been through a tough stretch of good.
Here's Towns, no good. And
down. In fact, he's not turned it over this year, as in this entire month so far.
Team matchup, Jason Tate, Anthony Edwards.
And Towns is a fantastic shooter. Barry's can't take pictures.
I just want everybody to know that now Craig is going to make us take a field trip.
We are going to take a field trip. Well, why wouldn't we take a field trip? And
You've seen it time and time again.
Towns all with an impossible to get this victory for you here tonight.
Yeah, Craig, get better soon, man.
Towns down low.
Good to see he and Kyle Anderson getting along. They had a spat last year.
And then Towns rips it down, gets it to over 3 assists per game over the last 7 seasons. He's absolutely a playmaker. Towns, the ball fake to drive. This time he does not miss.
There's no thing on his mind, and goodness, just took out some frustration on the rim.
Towns just two.
That you get up under him and knock down a nice little baseline shot.
For 3, Karl-Anthony.
It's a good matchup for Luka to attack.
2 for 6 on the floor now in the game. Towns.
19th, 20th. They're not a great offensive team. They have great offensive players.
He is not limited to standstill jump shots or crashing the offensive glass for highlight. Attack. Towns 13, Edwards 12 to lead Minnesota. Towns. Yeah. You say good defense, better offense?
Yeah. Not a lot you can do in that situation.
Towns for 3, and it's a 3-point game. 98-95 Dallas with 50% through the first 3 quarters. A miss by Jones. Towns for the lead. Seriously. 101-100 Minnesota. Rebound and then a quick outlet. McDaniels in the open court. To a trailing Towns.
Rudy Gobert. Matched up with Bataze. Edwards. Karl-Anthony Towns from the corner knocks it down.
Defense is too good. The same can be said about this Wolves team. That last opportunity by Paolo to get out and run it was a landmark. Sure it was.
Downs with the head fake and the drive down the lane and an easy again. The length of Minnesota at the rim is a factor. Downs from up top. That's where he likes to take that three-point. Minnesota has turned it over 7 times.
This group on the floor has done a nice job being active with their hands.
Tough shot by Towns. He knocks it in. Of course, Caleb in his 2nd year in the NBA and his 5-game stretch from last year to this year. Towns getting it very easy.
That you get a suggestion from a fan that you use from the last year. Chuck doesn't like that.
Oh my, how about that? Chris Finch said before the game he was going to get a lot of attention, which he's getting every game. Towns for 3 again.
Big night for Karl-Anthony.
Gets the screen from Towns. Towns driving on Paolo. Well, you got that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So,
it's not tonight, but
well,
so far.
Since the new year.
Towns driving. Banks it up and in. 2.
Passed in. Rebound. Traffic Reed does not get the bounce.
And increase our crash rate.
One-point lead a moment ago was the first lead of the game. For the Timberwolves, strong move to the hoop at 2. Double team comes. Busted. Reed again, kicks it this time. Anthony Towns.
Rebounded right on cue. Matches. 3-0 Wolves. Conley over to Towns. Good look at a 3-ball is good.
Indiana, and then the other night to the Thunder by 62.
Towns to Conley.
Gives Anthony Edwards a little window to get that shot off.
Towns wisely dealing with knee tendinitis. Towns down the lane, easy lay-in.
Also really good in Orlando with those 3. They've been dominated this game tonight.
Towns for 3. Money. Going through some early growing pains in Portland.
It's never easy when you play for a team that's...
Towns! The hammer! 9 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, but the plus-minus says it all. Plus 40 on a 9-point night.
Not a winning play.
That calf bothering him, so Wolves will have a size advantage in this game. Should have a big rebound edge. Towns got a 3. Edwards. And now it's Towns firing. Swish.
Leonard, Davids Zubats, Paul George, Terrence Mann, and Amir Coffey were all still part of the team. Minnesota only has 3 players from that team.
Towns got the...
They got into it at 9:20 mark of the 3rd.
Towns floating it up and in.
You know, Chris Finch has really shortened Minnesota's bench in this game. Wow.
Towns! Earthquake! Here's Towns driving on Westbrook through the defense, puts it up and in. Big
The most.
Towns double teamed, nearly lost it, kisses it off window.
8-game run. How about 18 for 18 from the floor, 42 points and 30 rebounds. As Joe Abrams in our numbers.
This is setting some good screens because he came off naked.
Karl-Anthony Towns and Timberwolves with the ball. They're up 2, 5:35 to play in the first. Karl-Anthony Towns with a pump fake and now a triple try. It's through for 3.
This early in the game.
On 17 hoops.
That's a great halftime figure if you can get that.
Towns launches and
and his teammates' willingness to find him. I like what I'm seeing from Asar Thompson these last couple outings.
Kyle Anderson in. Kyle Anderson drops it to Towns in the lane. Towns to the basket. For Killian, so get him out of there for now.
The versatility defensively of Asar Thompson can guard front line and backcourt players.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley, top side of Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns. Guns on the run. Anderson gives back to the big man. Clock at 5. He's got Alec Burks on him. Kevin Knox has Edwards now. Clock at 6. Karl-Anthony Towns for 3.
They're 29th in scoring in the league, the Grizzlies are. And here they are on the road against the #1 team in the West. Towns with a 3 and a beautiful thief. G.G. Jackson triple, way off on that shot. Anderson the rebound. Karl-Anthony Towns at the other end. As they began the game, start the second half. It's Towns. Karl-Anthony takes it in, driving. Karl-Anthony Towns. Tillman is on him. Shot clock at 5. The drive.
That's twice.
And he's got to be getting his answer when he sees plays like that. Towns 3.
J-Dub, he is a formidable wing athlete, being able to guard anybody on the floor.
Towns puts by Jalen Williams. Snapped a 13-0 Minnesota run. Towns going at Kenrich Williams. The discard and the hoop. Corliss and Data McDaniels should have a stare-off. Edwards. Towns in the corner. First three. Alexander Walker stops. Oh, good pass. Towns. The reverse slam. Look at it.
Okay, Jake.
Picked it out tonight. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Towns. For 3.
Half his shots come from outside the arc, so Karl-Anthony Towns showing you some diversity here. Yeah. With the left. 36% three-point shooter.
Towns scoops it up and scores. They have no Nick Richards, who has an ankle sprain. No Mark Williams, lower back injury. Towns, money. So small ball, tallest player on the floor for Charlotte is Brandon Miller at 6'9". How about Towns?
Hunting him in pick-and-roll situations, putting him into actions, getting him into switching situations as we saw against Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Towns again.
Keeping them young, man. Hey, if hanging around these 20-something makes him play 5 more years, I'm all for it.
Towns. Yes. Over so far with 3:40 to go in this first quarter. Towns for 3. Money!
To shine right now, Michael. It's been, opportunities have been fewer and fewer for him as the season's worn on.
Towns. Boom! Shakalakils. The thievery. 6 turnovers. Towns. Pump fake. Fires. Oh, again!
Well, I don't know if it's the night or it's the position.
Towns. 32!
Joel Embiid has 54, by the way, too.
Both teams are 20 for 33, making 58-51. And the Hornets have to feel good. They're shooting nearly 59% from the floor. Towns, no hesitation. Swing! Towns has the last 10 for Minnesota. Oh, he's firing from the loop.
Share the basketball. Keep moving it. Get guys involved. Don't chase a record.
Case in point, no. Towns, the fight. Only 1 shot attempt. Towns on the attack. Off window for 2. But it's overshadowed by the 48 for Towns. Towns looking for a 50-burger. Towns winning the jump ball. 14 on the clock. Towns hits the 3. Out of players drafted from that 2020 draft. Just behind Sadiq Bey. Here's Towns for 3. Moments ago, it's now down to 9. Towns. Turnaround hook. And here comes Kyle Anderson the other way. Towns to the bucket.
Their best the entire night.
tonight in transition versus walking it across half court.
Cat comes right back.
To individually drive those gaps. They are closing it out.
Jordan McLaughlin finding Towns. Cat with a step back long. It's up 61-57. Karl-Anthony Towns, tough bucket over
his hands because he knows how detrimental it is if he gets his fourth foul.
Here's Ant on the circuit. Was that second jump was always elite. I don't care who he was playing against, he always
2024, Chris.
That's your New Year's resolution.
One box checked.
Here's Cat working on Kuz.
Work early if you want to be a good offensive rebound.
You know it's cold and flu season, but do you think it's contagious, the energy that Bagley brings to the team?
Absolute energy is contagious.
So the hold for the final shot in the third quarter. 5 seconds to go.
Watch the step back. Oh, he's going all the way.
Going for the drive with the left hand. Good. I mean, this is his ability to get on the backboard is just refreshing.
I mean, this is a guy that couldn't get in the game.
6 to go. Edwards drive, kick out. Cat, 3, count it.
At 71% in the third quarter against the Knicks, and then dropped down to 30% shooting. Towns turns, and it's going to be both teams shooting it at 47%. Towns against the Knicks. That's lead by 3. We approach 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Towns, combo guard. He can handle it. McLaughlin can handle it. Towns recognized he had the smaller defender, and he goes 31. Timberwolves can take the lead here. Towns drives in on Claxton, too strong. Minnesota's hammering. Slow-mo, Cutter, Towns. He's had a tough time stopping Minnesota in this first half. Towns ball fake. Did what he needs some help. It's Claxton with a little lead.
And that's been the trouble. I really
For Brooklyn. Towns sizing up Finney-Smith. Has the physical advantage. And he's got the moves.
possessions as you can against a defense like Minnesota's.
Cam Thomas has 5 turnovers tonight. Off balance, it goes. 11 minutes. He's 1 of 5 from the field. Towns is going to line it up and drop it in from long range. Looking for answers here in the fourth tonight. Down on the scoreboard by 7. Towns fakes it. Over a game. As can Towns. Towns hard drive. No stopping him.
Going into the game will resume.
Towns on the drive.
The way he shot it early.
Finally brought down by McDaniels. Towns quickly with a 3.
Yeah, that's how he scored 62 last week.
Brewers got 16 from Wembanyama. That's about it.
27 to 54.
Keep hanging around. Towns. 150 remaining in the third.
So the guys have to hold their own for the next 2.5 minutes or so.
And they go right to work with Towns inside. And he gives it up to Gobert. And then Wemby heads to the scorer's table to check in. Towns. Power move against Jeremy Sohan.
That is so talented.
And can take contact and still be able to finish. Like A-Dub defending Towns. Get in that straight post up, giving up 6 or 7 inches.
Leonard didn't give up the shot to Towns. Towns trying to drive spot. Has such a knack for offensive rebounding. Alexander Walker, no. Towns the offensive rebound. Lowers the shoulder and then flips it. Lucic was behind that defense. Towns, the flat-footed 3. And the offense coming alive in the second half of this third quarter. Towns. Tough drive. And with Anthony Edwards on the bench. SGA also on the bench.
They had the one game at OKC where they got over 120 points in the game, but for the most part, they've been the best against OKC this year as Towns.
No. That ball is bouncing around. Towns in a crowd. Small toe dislocation, which sounds painful. Towns inside. Towns penetrating in the lane. It's still out rebounding Minnesota. Towns spinning in the lane. This short hook falls. 6. McDaniels kick out. Towns for 3. Bottom of the last 9 possessions. Towns pull up again. Averages 8 points per game on the season. Towns got a 3. Who has the rebound? Just 2/3 of the ball game. Towns. Another 3. The rebound.
Great box out by Kyle that time and Nas.
Towns, the discard.
A lot of nights.
Towns in attack mode